What's up, guys? Welcome back to FishOfHex. Today's video is going to be an uncut update here on the Frag system. I'm going to talk about some of the things that are going on with it and kind of my overall plan for revamping the system down the road here. Now it is going to be uncut. I like to do a lot of voiceover stuff just because I can stay on topic, so if I jump around, that's kind of why. Now, as you guys can see here, I have the two low boys. They're rated for 50 gallons. They're plumb drilled. One goes into the 60-gallon cube refugium that's full of macroalgae and Pucani rubble rock, and which then goes down into the sump here, which has a Curve 7 protein skimmer on it and 5 marine pure blocks. Now for lighting, I have 3 SP reef lights on the right hand side, and then I have 6 bulb T5 retrofit kit setup kind of thing there on the left. Now let's talk about the lighting. I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off here, and we can hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now on the system here, you might be able to notice that the right light here has no blues. These guys obviously have blues. Now if we look close, you can see that some of the diodes are burnt out on here, and this just happened the other day, probably well, 2 days ago. And well, what happens is now there's no blue light on the right hand side over most of my Acropora and Monty caps, and that's a little bit of an issue. So my overall plan here is to replace that light. First of all, I'm going to take it off and kind of spread these two out to kind of get better spread over the tank just for now. I'm going to go ahead and take it off and check the drivers and all that kind of stuff, see if there's something wrong with it. But this is the second light that is burnt out this year, and probably the third or fourth total over the last 2 years. Now you do get what you pay for. They are Mars Aqua lights with SP Reef Light PCB boards. This is the SP Reef Light, of course, with its own board. And they've been working fine. I mean, they were on the 125 for a while. Obviously I grew coral with them, they work. But I don't like the fact that I'm having some issues with them now. Now, of course, they're all connected. Well, you can't really see there, but they're all connected to these variable dimming ports here on the apex, which allows me to dim them, control them, all that kind of stuff. And well, they've been working good up until about 2 days ago. So a little bit of an issue I have now is, what am I going to do with the system? Let me throw you guys back on the tripod here. What am I going to do with the system? Well, I'm not really sure, actually. I definitely am going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for lighting. I do intend to get rid of those T5 bulbs just because I have 8 of them over the 300 now. I don't really want to run another 6 on the Frag system. There is a difference between growth on the coloration and stuff, and I was going to cover that in a video. I just haven't got around to making it. But overall, the coloration is better on the T5s, but the growth is much better over the LEDs, or under the LEDs. So yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye to the T5s, replace them with some kind of LED, just for the sake of my electric bill. Again, there's 6 bulbs there, 8 on the 300, and I really don't feel like, not only replacing them every 9 months, but paying the extra in the electric bill. So those will be going once I figure out a lighting solution for the Frag tank. Now, in the future here, I do plan on adding 2 more low boys to the system in the same footprint. What I'm going to be doing is transferring all the coral to one tank and rebuilding that, I guess you want to call it, stand. So basically what I'm going to do is lower the low boy down to the same height of the actual cube there, the 60-gallon cube, which is about 2 feet. That way the tank can still drain into the refugium, and there's not going to be any issues with it not having enough power to flow into the tank and then continue the whole process. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and stack low boys. I'm going to pick up 2 more of them, drill them, the whole thing that I did with these 2, and then just stack them and then go with LED lighting all the way around. Now the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to be doing a lot of what you see is what you get Acropora frags, and I need to have the room for them. I want to have room for not only the frag, but also the number plate or the plug that will tell you what number it is, so I can keep track of it for inventory purposes. So that just takes up a lot more room, and you really don't realize how much room coral frags take up until you try to stuff them all into one tank. It's just a big pain in the ass. So 2 more low boys is definitely what I need to have for this system to continue selling coral at the rate that I want to. Also getting ready for Reefapalooza in June. So I want to make sure I can bring at least 500 frags of Acropora to that event. Now my overall plan for that, because I am jumping around a little bit, is to go ahead and bring up to 500 acros to that, and then all of them, the entire system, is basically $40 a frag. I might do some kind of promotion or something like that, but I'm going to keep the prices low and just kind of move product. That's really my overall plan for that. But yeah, guys, the Frag system's a little frustrating right now. If you have any idea on what I should do for lighting, I know my overall plan, if I had all the money in the world, I would just do 2 XR15s over each tank and just get 8 of them. But that's not a reality right now with me trying to get XR15s for the 300. I do have one over it now, which I don't know if I can, maybe I can show you guys. But I have one over it now just to kind of see what it looks like. And I will tell you right now, it's got a ton of light, but I need to fit 9 more on this system. And that's, you know, it's expensive. It just happens. It's the way it is. And with the holidays coming up, it's not really an option to be dropping a ton of money on the system. So either way, if you guys have any questions or recommendations for lighting, I think I might for now, this freaking thing is not going to go on there. I might for now just go ahead and purchase, I know you can get Mars Aquas, I think you can get 4 of them for like 380 bucks. So I might just do that to keep the system going and kind of get rid of the T5s, but not really sure. If you guys have any recommendations for lights, let me know. I'm definitely up for trying anything that's within a reasonable budget and you know, see if it works and grows coral. Now, if you guys like these type of videos, let me know. They are unedited, so well, I didn't swear, so that's a good thing, I guess. Either way, if you have any questions, let me know and put your opinions below, and you know, we'll carry on. Either way, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.